What's up, guys? It's Unapologetic Lady where she don't come to play, okay? And don't mind my appearance today. I am looking a hot ratchet mess. It's been a long few weeks for me. If you haven't noticed, I posted about my grandfather. I had my grandfather that passed, and I just been all over the place, honestly. I haven't put my new wig on. My eye is messed up from me doing my makeup. I'm just all over the place, and I've been really slacking on the videos, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna come back and do it like I never left. So for today's video, it's gonna be how to find your motherfucking purpose, okay? How to find your purpose. So if you feel like a lost puppy in the streets and you feel like, what is for me? What am I meant to do? This is the video for you. So sit back, relax, grab a spliff, get a cup of water. I don't know, whatever you like to do. Get to it, because it's gonna be a nice little gem session for you, okay? Okay, for those that don't know me, I'm Unapologetic Lady where she don't come to play, okay? And I made this channel because I would like to talk my truth. I would like to put myself out there in a different light. And I also want to help people find themselves and get connected to who they are truly inside of themselves. So I decided to do how to find your purpose. If you see me looking at my phone, it's because I have notes in here. I wanted to do this video because I see a lot of people. I'm like observing. A lot of people are really lost in what they're supposed to do in their life. They don't feel like they're wanted or needed in this world. But I'm telling you right here and right now, everybody is needed. Everybody is here for a purpose. And if you don't know your purpose, just woosah. It doesn't happen overnight. It took me years to even like come to realization. Like, I'm not gonna front, like I know who I was for a very, 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 very long time, but it took me a while to really come to realization, like, this is what I'm meant to do, this is who I am, and this is how I'm gonna put myself out there, because this is my purpose, right? And I'm here to help you with your purpose. So, number one, how to find your purpose. A lot of people are not gonna like this because, as you know, I'm very vocal, I'm very out in your face with it, but it's really starting to work my nerves. It's really starting to work my nerves, because people think because something works for somebody else, it's going to work for them also, but that's far from the truth. So number one, okay? Number one, how to find your purpose. Stop following people in trends. Why is that so important? To stop following people in trends. Because like I said, what works for somebody else may not work for you, because that's not for you. Like, I came up with the scenario the other day. You ever been going out, right? And you're about to go to this nice fancy party, right? And you need an outfit, right? So you get a custom-made outfit tailored to you, right? And somebody who sees that same outfit is like, oh, I like it. It looks better on me. This is how I see people who try to do what everybody else do. You get a nice tailored outfit just for you, right? Tailored just for you. And here somebody see you with that same outfit, right? And think it look better on them, and that they will rock it better than you. So when they try it on, it looks stupid. It look out of place. They ripping it up. They're trying to squeeze their ass in something that is not for them. That's how I see people who be following people and don't know what the fuck they're doing, okay? As you can see, I'm in my bed. I'm not trying to I don't have no makeup on. I'm not trying to look all flashy and shit. I'm just here to speak my truth, right? I'm here to speak my piece. This is my opinion, and this is what it is. I don't need to fluff it up. I don't need to do none of that. My voice is all I need, right? Because this is what I'm meant to do. I'm meant to speak, right? But a lot of people like to put on facades because they see other people doing so well in what they're doing that they try to do the same thing and look dumb. You're trying to squeeze into something that's not for you. You look dumb. As hard as that may sound, you look dumb, okay? And I'm tired of people trying to force their way of being seen. They're trying to force attention on themselves. They're trying to force it. It looks forced. Stop it, okay? It's really mind-boggling. And I say this from with my motherfucking chest because I get many copycats. I get many people who try to do what I do. Everybody's a content creator. Everybody's wearing black. Everybody's spiritual. Everybody this. Everybody that. But were you that 5 to 6 years ago? I know I wasn't, but I know then for sure that I was connected to God. I knew I was always attracted to astrology. I know I was always wearing black since a motherfucking child. I know since day one I've been on this social media. I've been yapping this fucking mouth. I know since day one I've been making videos. Okay? It wasn't even before TikTok I was making videos, bro, talking my shit. Because I knew I had a message to tell. Not everybody is motivational speakers. Like I said in the other video that I put on Instagram, if you got me on Instagram, everybody want to be motivational speakers, but saying a whole bunch of fucking nothing. Because they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They just want to sound good and look good. Cut the fucking act, okay? Cut the fucking act. You're not gonna get far like that. Try to do what somebody else is doing because you're not getting the attention that you want. It's false. It's a false narrative. You're putting out a false narrative, okay? You're putting out a false narrative, and you want people to believe you. You want people to attract to you, but you're not even sure of who you are. You're doing what somebody else is doing. Find what's for you. Okay? Find what is for you. Stop following what other people are doing. Just because it's working for them don't mean it's automatically going to work for you. And even if it does, the buzz is going to be very short-lived. Very short-lived. As you can see, everybody want to become a rapper, right? Everybody want to do music. Everybody want to sing. Everybody want to rap. But not everybody makes hits like Beyonce. Nobody lasts as long in the industry as a Drake, okay? So it's levels to this shit. It's levels to this shit. You can't just see something and, oh, it works for them. No, it don't work like that. And it boils my blood because I've had so many people do it to me. So many, they try to talk like me, like, you know I have eyes, right? I can see you. Like, I can see you. Like, and then when you speak on it, they get upset. Oh, why would anybody try to be like you? You're delusional. But you look through my page and you look through their page, it looks very similar. Very similar. Why? Because you're doing something that is not for you. If I'm the originator of something, right? If I create something, right, and I put it out to the world, and somebody tries to take my shit, you think I'm not gonna speak on it? You're dumb as fuck. Okay? You're dumb as fuck. So just save the fucking headache and just stop trying to follow trends. Stop trying to follow what everybody else is doing. Stop doing stuff you know you're not even comfortable in. Like, back to the creator of content. Everybody want to be a content creator, but you have no personality. Like, how are you trying to do videos? How are you trying to create content? You have no personality. You have no message to bring. You have no value to put out. What are you here for? You're just here taking up space. That's why you're not respected. Because you come in for the wrong reasons, and people can tell, bro. People just be doing shit for attention. Cut the shit, okay? So that's number 1. Okay, so point number 2 that I have on here. How can you find your purpose, right? What brings you joy / what makes your heart sing, right? So when you're finding what's for you, when you're finding your purpose, right? I always say, what is it that makes you happy? What truly makes you happy? Okay, I'm gonna use myself as an example. As a child, I used to write a lot. I have a lot of journals. I went to performing arts. I used to sing. My bad, I had a phone call. But yeah, I went to school for performing arts. I used to sing, dance, and I always wanted to become an actress. So I went on a bunch of auditions for acting as a child. So everything that I'm doing now, I've always wanted to. I always had a love towards singing. I have always had a love towards dancing. Always had a love towards being an entertainer. I always looked up to Beyonce, so I always wanted to be a triple threat like Beyonce. I wanted to be singer, dancer, actress. And then when YouTube came out, I had this fascination towards YouTubers, and I'm like, I want to be a YouTuber because one, I seen them doing their own thing, and I'm the type of person, I need to do my own thing. I'm not here to take orders from anybody. I don't like people telling me what to do. So when I seen people doing their own thing on YouTube, I said, I want to be a YouTuber. I want to put content out. I want to put YouTube videos out. I want to do it. But I never had the courage within myself to put myself out there because I never had people that, supported me and congratulated me or even like be happy for me, even putting myself out there doing projects and stuff. So I never found confidence. I never felt confident in putting myself out there when it comes to doing certain things, right? So that's always been my dream. That always is what made me happy. Doing videos, wanting to do videos, singing, dancing, acting. Always was something that I felt at home doing. And that's what I'm saying. Like, what makes you happy? What is it that you can look back on and say, wow, I really stopped doing this, but this really brings joy to me. I really like doing this, but I stopped doing this. I should get back to it. What is it that you feel is close to your heart and really brings you a soft spot when it comes to certain things? It could be drawing. It could be as little as nursing. You could go to school. Some people are meant to go to school. Some people are meant to, do a bunch of different things. But it's like, you have to ask yourself these questions. When I was finding myself, I always made lists. I made a list of what makes me happy, what don't make me happy, what can I tolerate, what I don't tolerate. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you have to really make a list of what truly makes you happy, what makes you feel at home, what makes you feel grounded, what makes you feel at peace, right? And what is it that you can do that you won't have a problem doing for free? So that was one of my points that I'm gonna get into next, since I'm on it, right? What is it that you can do, and what is it that you want to do that even if you didn't get paid, right? Even if you didn't get paid, that you would still do it, right? That's something that is meant for you. Because I could sing, I could dance all day, every day, and not get paid for it, and still love the shit out of it, right? So what is it that you can do, and you don't need to get paid for it, but you still enjoy doing it? You still have this passion for it. Sorry. If you don't have this passion for whatever it is, then that's not for you. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have that fire, if your spirit is like, if your spirit's not telling you this is what you're meant to do, this is keep doing it, go ahead. This, put yourself out there. If your spirit is not drawing you to it, and when you're drawn to something, you feel pulled to it. You feel pulled to do something. You don't know why, but you just feel pulled to it. That's your spirit trying to tell you something. That's your spirit trying to guide you in the right place. That's your spirit trying to lead you in a road that you need to be on. And you need to start listening to your intuition. You got to listen to your soul. You got to listen to that pull, right? Because it's leading you down a different chapter in your life. It's leading you down a different road in your life. And you need to pay attention. Because not everybody answers that call. Not everybody is moving with that tug, with that pull. That's why people are so unhappy with themselves, because they feel like they're lost. They feel like they don't have a purpose on this world. They're just here to be here, but that's not true. They're ignoring their intuition. They're ignoring what they're meant to do. So they, turn into depression. They turn to depression. So, and it's not nobody's fault. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it takes years. It takes, months to years to really come to realization. Okay, this is what I'm meant to do. Okay, this is what I've been drawn to. Wow, I didn't know, because we have been programmed to think a certain way. It's not a positive thinking. I feel like we were programmed to think negatively. So you got to reprogram your mind to really think positive when it comes to your passions, what you're meant to do, and just having confidence in what you're doing. Like I said, even if you wasn't getting paid, even if you wasn't getting any likes, even if you wasn't getting any attention, what is it that you would do? I'm sorry, I keep looking at my hair, but what is it that you would do that makes you happy, even if you wasn't getting paid, even if nobody was paying you no mind? Would you still do it? Would you still do it? Then that's telling you that's something that you should take serious, something that you should put a little bit more energy into, and something that you should put more time into. So don't ignore that tug. That tug, I'm telling you, you get that tug, that feeling in your chest. Don't ignore that, okay? When you feel like it's time for you to do something, if you feel like it's time to put more energy in something and your spirit is telling you to do it, go ahead and do it, okay? Okay, so my last point of how to find your purpose. What did you do as a child that you loved? And that's very important. I feel like people really ignore their inner child activities and, their loves and passions as an inner child, because we've been taught to, once we grow up, we have to forget, our childlike energy. We have to forget all that we experienced as a child and grow up, right? But if you notice, most of the successful people, most of the people who are high earners, they had a passion for what they were doing as a child. Not everybody, but they had an idea as a child what they wanted to do in life. So they stuck to it. You know what I'm saying? So what is it that you did as a child? Like I said, I'm gonna go back to myself. Like I said, I've done singing. I've been in performing arts school. That means entertainment. I've been in performing arts school since the first grade, right? So ever since I was a child, I love singing and dancing and acting, right? That's why I'm so animated. People always be like, she's so extra, but that's just me. That's my energy. I'm very animated. I'm very out there. I'm very blunt. I have a big personality. So all that energy needs to go somewhere. Shit, right? I'm putting it in somewhere that I love. You know what I'm saying? I'm putting my energy into something that I love. That's why I started making videos. That's why I'm putting myself out there on YouTube, because all this energy has been bubbling up, just been accumulating up. And my guys have been getting time and time again giving me messages. This is what you're meant to do. You're meant to be a speaker. You're meant to put yourself out there. You're meant to create. You're meant to be an entertainer. You're meant to be this way. But I was sleeping on myself, right? I was sleeping on myself. I was literally, I was putting myself in a lane lower than I needed to be. You know what I'm saying? I should be holding myself to a high standard, and I was really looking at myself ground level. You know what I'm saying? So we have to remember, go back to our roots. You know what I'm saying? You wanna start, like I said, you wanna start painting, you wanna start writing, you wanna do a book, whatever you felt drawn to as a child, right? You should take a little bit more time into that. You should take a little bit more time into, what did you enjoy as a child? What made your heart, really lighten up when you was doing it? And along with, if you're not even getting paid for it, would you still be doing it? You have to think, all that is a factor in everything. You know, just putting yourself out there is hard as it is. But you have to be secure in yourself to even attract what you really want in life. You know what I'm saying? If you're not secure in yourself, if you're not grounded in yourself, and you're putting yourself out there, you're going to feel very hesitant to even put yourself out there because you're not confident within yourself. You're not sure of yourself. You need to be sure of yourself. Your inner child is still with you, okay? Your inner child is still up and living, but you probably put them to the side. So you have to bring them back out. Like I said, you can make a list. What did I like to do as a child? What did I like when I was younger? What did I do a lot as a, you know, when I was growing up? You know what I'm saying? I really felt drawn to music. Music has always been my number one passion. I always tell people all the time, music was my first love, right? Music was always my first love. And like, I was in choir in the first grade. I was in church choir around the same time. I was in dance. I was dancing at 4. So music has been a big part of my life. And it wasn't until I got older that I started hearing melodies in my head, right? I'm like hearing melodies in my head. Then I started spitting in my head. I'm like, that shit fire. So I started writing, right? That's because I had this pull to start writing. It didn't, I just come out of nowhere and see everybody. This is when the only people that was probably rapping at this time was Nicki. Only female rappers that was rapping at this time was Nicki. And this is when Drake was still popping and shit. Like this, everybody was still on there, up and coming, right? But Missy was always a big inspiration to me. So I used to watch a lot of Missy Elliott videos. So all that stuff always like hyped me up. Like music was always like hand in hand for me. So everything that I do, I always have music incorporated in my life. So that's why I say now I know what I'm meant to do. I know I'm meant to entertain. I know I'm meant to make music. I know that I'm meant to speak and put myself out there. I know my purpose, right? And a lot of people need to start getting in that mindset of, okay, this is what I used to do. I'm getting back into it. I'm investing my time, and I'm going to watch the progress grow. People want things to happen overnight. People want things to see results overnight, but that's not realistic. You know, what really made me mellow down and really like stop wanting to rush the process was you don't plant a seed and watch a tree grow overnight. As sturdy, as strong, and as big as that tree does not grow overnight. So I learned to enjoy the process. I learned to enjoy the little pieces of when I'm learning things or when I'm, you know, trying to grasp myself in life. I learned to enjoy those parts of life and the process, because a lot of people just want things to happen right now. Like, it's not realistic. And that's why it don't last long, because you're rushing the process. So, and as a child, like, you really don't think about, I want it right now. You're just doing it. You know what I'm saying? You're just doing it. You're just putting yourself out there. You're just doing whatever you're doing. You're not thinking about who's watching. You're not thinking about what can I get from this. And that's how you have to think. Like, kids don't think about who's watching and what can I get from this. They just do what they have to do. So tap into that inner child and really ask yourself, what is it that is drawn to me? Right? What is it that is drawn to me? What is it that I can really invest my time into, enjoy, and put myself out there in a way that works for me, right? Okay? And my last point that I didn't have written down, but my last point as a personal advice, don't listen to the outside noise. If you know, my neck was mad shiny. Anyways, if you know what you're meant to do, right? If you know this is your purpose, this is what I'm meant to do. If you already know what your path is, don't allow outside noise to get in the way of your journey, okay? Because it's not going to be an easy one. When I put myself out here as a spiritualist, I went from a Christian to a conspiracy theorist to now a spiritualist, an alchemist who is making shit happen, who's manifesting a life of my own, Like, I'm not listening to anybody else. I had so many people drag me. That's why I'm so passionate in what I do. And if I see somebody do what I do, I'm going to speak on it, because you didn't go through the mud like I did. You didn't have to go through what I went through. I've been cyber bullied for years just by speaking when I'm speaking, bro. When I was telling people they was clones, the celebrities are clones. When I was speaking on industry shit, people were dragging me. People were dragging me. When I said these celebrities were witches and wizards and they're doing witchcraft, they were dragging me. I remember I was on this group, and this is when Cardi was doing the fake fortune teller. I said, she's profiting off of our abilities, and we're getting demonized. 300 comments deep, dragging me. Because I'm speaking my truth. I was getting dragged. It was like 2-3 people that was agreeing with me. And it was like, what she was saying wrong. She didn't say nothing wrong. But the other 300, dragging me. You know what I did? I put a video up, dancing, I'm living my life like I'm golden, living my life like it's golden. Yeah. Why? Because you're not going to knock me. I don't give a fuck how y'all feel. Bitch, I'm good over here. Right? Then this is when I was doing my tarot readings. I don't promote my tarot readings as much. I do it for a select few. Like, I have people that come to me. I do it for a select few that I'm drawn to. But promoting it, people really take advantage, and people don't want to accept the truth, so I stopped promoting it. But when I was doing my tarot readings, I dropped my link. I dropped that video. I'm living my life like it's golden. Drop my link. And guess what? I got some readings done that day. Yeah, because you're not stopping me on my journey. If I have something to say, I'm going to speak on it. And people hate that. People hate the truth. People hate when somebody's calling them out on something. But that's not my problem. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you need to be. If you know what you came here to do, if you know you're here with a purpose, if you know what your goal is, stay true to that goal. You know, stay connected to what you're meant to do. Because God gave everybody a gift. God gave everybody a purpose. Even though you may feel like you don't have a purpose, God gave everybody a purpose. But you have to figure that out within yourself. You can't rely on outside energies to tell you what you're meant to do. You know what I'm saying? And be realistic with yourself. Don't try to force something that you know is not for you. Don't try to force something you know that is not for you. I'm going to say it again. Don't try to force something you know is not meant for you. Like, be fucking for real, okay? So, I'm sorry if I come out a little too hard, but that I cannot help myself, okay? I grew up off tough love, and like I've been through, I've been through a lot, but I wasn't no easier on myself either. I may come off as hard, but I'm just as hard on me that I am with anybody else, okay? And my guys is just as hard on me as anybody else, okay? So I'm talking to you how my guys talk to me, okay? It's all with love, but you need to understand everything is not for you, okay? That's why you need to take that time to study yourself and realize what is for you and the path that is for you, okay? It's not that hard. I mean, I'm not going to say that because it really is hard, but it's not that hard to just not do what everybody else does. It may be hard in the beginning, but once you get on your own little flow and you got your own thing going, you're going to be like, who said what? Oh, fuck that nigga, okay? It's all in your mind. You got to change your mindset. You got to stop letting people bring you down when you know what's for you. Like I said, I've been bullied. I done been through it all. But I let that go through one ear and out the other. Because where they at, nowhere to be found, okay? So I love you guys. If you fuck with me and my videos, if you want anything that you want me to talk about, you can put it in the comments. But in the meantime, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Love you. Bye.